We will take up the following items for approval. Item 1A is the approval of the minutes of the meeting held on April 28th, 2025. I move the approval of item 1A. We will now adjourn. Second, yes. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any abstentions or? Okay, that approves. We'll now move to the policy calendar. Item 1B1A is a resolution to establish an advanced certificate program in health information management at the CUNY School of Professional Studies. I will now call on Interim Executive Vice Chancellor and University Provost Alicia Alvaro to provide further background on this item.
Thank you. As a companion to the Master of Science degree in Health Information Management and in augmenting department offerings that are up to date with current industry advances that address the demands of prospective employers in the field, CUNY SPS proposes a 12-credit online advanced certificate in Health Information Management that is designed to enhance students' marketability and professional recognition. The School of Professional Studies will build on its current infrastructure, which supports dozens of degree and certificate programs, as well as a portfolio of non-credit programs, both online and in person, to extend student, faculty, and administrative services currently offered by SPS to this new program. The proposed certificate program is financially sustainable given demand, section size, and current staffing, and is projected to generate sufficient revenue through enrollment to cover all operating costs. It has been designed for maximum scalability. Dean Braverman is available to respond to any questions a committee might have about this item.
Okay, so I move the approval of policy item 1B1A. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Quick question.
Yes, please.
The dean?
Yes, the dean. Yep, come on in. Yep, you can have a seat.
Hello. Thank you.
Yeah, so just to be clear, once you get this certificate, you can return and have these credits used to get your bachelor's?
It's a master's level program.
A
so we
master's,
use it for a
yeah.
master's.
That's what
exactly.
Okay.
Those are courses already existing in the curriculum, so you can take this and then apply the whole thing to a
To the
master's
master's,
degree.
and then you get your
Yes,
master's as
it's
well.
handy in that way, very
Yeah,
convenient.
that makes sense. All right, gotcha. Sorry for having you watch
No
so far.
worries. I don't mind.
We
Happy
learned a
to-
little about the certificate programs, I think, last meeting or something, so this is wonderful. I think these are wonderful programs.
Thank
and I
you.
think
Doesn't
advance
say it's like
people
a
through
good idea.
quicker.
Absolutely. They
Yes.
can help change careers. They're very marketable, particularly a field like this one.
Thank you. All right, so if there's no other questions, can we have a vote? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed or abstentions? That item passes. Thank you very much. Policy item 1B is a resolution to establish a certificate program in applications of artificial intelligence and machine learning at York College. I again call on Executive Vice Chancellor Alvaro to provide further background.
Thank you. The proposed program allows participants to gain the necessary skills to be able to excel within the contemporary disciplines of artificial intelligence, machine learning, privacy and ethics, artificial intelligence in business, and cybersecurity. New business courses like Foundations of Machine Learning, Privacy and Ethics of Information, and Applied Artificial Intelligence for Cybersecurity will be available to students from diverse majors with their participation in related co-curricular activities, further enhancing interest in these fields, as well as providing them critical knowledge applicable across majors. The proposed program is financially sustainable as it makes use of existing campus resources, including existing faculty expertise and curricula, and is projected to generate sufficient revenue through enrollment to cover all operating costs in the first year, thus making future costs minimal and related only to future expansion based upon increased enrollment demand over time. Should the committee have any questions, Provost Brazil would be happy to address them.
Okay, thank you. I move the approval of policy item 1B. Do I have a second? Kim, thanks. Any discussion on this? Seeing none, we'll go to a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
And any opposed or abstentions? No. That item passes. Policy item 1B2A is a resolution to close the Department of Health, Physical Education, and Recreation transferring health programs to the Department of Nursing and Allied Health Sciences, and transferring physical education and recreation programs to the Department of Education and Academic Literacy, and transfer nuclear medicine technology and medical laboratory technician programs from their current departments to the Department of Nursing and Allied Health Sciences at Bronx Community College. Again, Dr. Alvaro.
The Department of Health, Physical Education, and Recreation recently began offering the Associate Degree in Health Sciences, which is closely linked to nursing and allied health programs. Both the Department of Health, Physical Education, and Recreation, as well as the Department of Nursing and Allied Health Sciences, have limited staffing resources, often making departmental functions challenging to fulfill. A consolidated department inclusive of clinical health, allied health, and non-clinical health programs will improve efficiency and encourage synergies in vibrant, high-demand clinical health care fields, facilitate funding and workforce opportunities for programs and students, and improve pathways to alternative non-clinical health-related careers through collaborative education planning and independent program recruitment. A consolidated Department of Education, Physical Education, and Recreation programs and courses will encourage collaboration and innovation in teaching fields, facilitate funding and workforce opportunities for programs and students, and improve pathways to physical education activity careers. Provost Montenegro is available to answer any questions about this departmental reorganization.
Thank you. I move the approval of policy item 1B2A.
have
Do I have a
a
second?
question.
Okay, any discussion? I got a second, and then we'll go to discussion. Second. Okay, Dan, go ahead. Angelo.
I'm waiting for, the students in this physical education program, if they want to go on to teaching, let's say in the City of New York Board of Education, they would need a 4-year degree and beyond. Would the credits that they get at Bronx Community College be transferable and used towards a teaching degree?
Yes, they will. The associate degree credits the education credits will transfer to a baccalaureate degree in education. There are several other credits that will transfer towards the restricted electives in the major. Please note that once the students graduate from the 4-year degree, they still need to get their master's in education.
Yes,
so the general education courses in the baccalaureate will be covered by, allow some transfer of credits from these related recreation program courses.
I don't know if it's still relevant that physical education teachers back in the day also had to teach health education.
Correct.
What they used to call hygiene. But is that part of the training going forward?
It will depend on what courses will be required in our articulation agreements with 4-year degrees. Certainly the credits built up or used to build up into those articulation agreements may also require health education courses, although they now will be offered under the nursing department. They'll still be counted within the major.
Okay. Thank you for your time and for your information.
Thank you.
John, did you have a question? No. Okay, no other questions? We'll put this to a vote. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed or abstentions? Hearing none, that item passes. Policy item 1B3A is a resolution to appoint Kristen Andrews with an immediate tenure at the CUNY Graduate School and University Center with an application of bylaw 6.2B. I'll ask University Provost to provide further background.
Unanimously awarded tenure at York University in Toronto, Canada in July 2018, Professor Kristen Andrews will be joining the CUNY Graduate Center in the fall. Her status and international reputation is highlighted by her impressive record of scholarly productivity, including 7 books, solo authored and co-edited, one of which is considered the foundational text in the field. Dr. Andrews is recognized as a leading scholar and a public intellectual with significant influence. In addition to her research, Professor Andrews is committed to teaching and mentoring, demonstrating dedication to her students. Her continued scholarly trajectory is expected to enhance the institution's reputation and provide valuable opportunities for CUNY students who engage with her teaching and research. Professor Andrews earned a bachelor's degree in philosophy from Antioch College, a master's from Western Michigan University, my alma mater, and her PhD from University of Minnesota. Dean for the Sciences, Brian Gibney, is in attendance to respond to any questions about this request for immediate tenure.
Thank you. I move the approval of policy item 1B3A. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll put that to a vote. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed or abstentions? That item passes. Policy item 1B3B is a resolution to award Karen Beck with immediate tenure at Lehman College with a waiver of bylaw 6.2B. Again, I'll call on EDC Al.
Dr. Karen Beck was a successful candidate chosen from a nationwide search for Associate Provost for Academic Programs and Educational Effectiveness at Lehman College, and her appointment was approved by the Board of Trustees effective March 26, 2025. Associate Provost Beck is an accomplished academic with over 15 years of leadership experience in higher education, both nationally and internationally. Her administrative leadership was equally distinguished as Associate Dean of the School of Arts and Humanities at Lehman College, where Dr. Beck was pivotal in shaping and advancing the school's academic vision. Dr. Beck remains dedicated to her scholarship as demonstrated in a recent publication which exemplifies both literary depth and contemporary relevance, making her a thought leader in the humanities. Dr. Beck's commitment to teaching has been recognized by numerous awards, including the Award for Innovative Teaching from Lefuna University in 2011. The resolution seeks to award immediate tenure to Dr. Beck as Associate Professor in the Department of Language and Literatures. If the committee has any questions about this item, Professor Delgado would be happy to respond.
Thank you. I move the approval of policy item 1B3B. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll put it to a vote. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed or abstentions? Hearing none, that item passes. Policy item 1B3C is a resolution to appoint Dr. Claudia V. Schrader as professor with immediate tenure at York College with a waiver of bylaw 6.2B. I'll again ask University Provost to expand on this.
The Board of Trustees appointed Dr. Schrader as president of York College effective May 1, 2025. President Schrader has held leadership roles at 4 colleges of the City University of New York, where she has served with distinction for over 20 years as Associate Provost, Tenured Professor, and Deputy Department Chair at Medgar Evers College, as Provost at Bronx Community College, as President of Kingsborough Community College, and as Interim and now President at York College. Dr. Schrader has also served as an Associate Provost at William Patterson University in New Jersey. This resolution seeks to appoint Dr. Schrader as a tenured professor in the Department of Teacher Education. She will be on leave from this title during her term as president of York College. Provost Brazil is available to respond to any questions about this item.
Thank you. I'll move the approval of policy item 1B3C. Do I have a second? Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote. All in favor? Any opposed or abstentions? That item passes. Policy item 1B4A through 1B4J are resolutions to appoint 10 distinguished professors at 5 campuses as follows. Baruch College, Peter Hitchcock, Distinguished Professor of English. The City College of New York, Kevin H. Gardner, Distinguished Professor of Chemistry and Biochemistry. Rosario Gennaro, Distinguished Professor of Computer Science. Andreas Killen, a Distinguished Professor of History. Jennifer T. Roberts, Distinguished Professor of Classical and Modern Languages and Literature. At Hunter College, Jillian Schwedler, Distinguished Professor of Political Science. Rianne Olajan, Distinguished Professor of Chemistry. Queens College, Michael Merkin, Distinguished Professor of Neurosciences. Yoko Nomura, Distinguished Professor of Neurosciences. CUNY Graduate School of Public Health and Health Policy, Mary Schooling, Distinguished Professor. I'll call on Executive Vice Chancellor Alvaro to provide more background.
The title Distinguished Professor is the highest academic honor that CUNY can offer its faculty. Distinguished professorships are reserved for faculty with records of exceptional performance by national and international standards of excellence in their profession. We are proud of our faculty who are groundbreaking researchers and trailblazing scholars dedicated to pushing the boundaries of knowledge and inspiring the next generation of leaders. This year, the Chancellor recommends to the Board of Trustees that the title of Distinguished Professor be conferred to the faculty that were previously mentioned. Representatives from the nominating colleges have joined us today and can respond to questions the committee might have about these actions.
Okay. I move the approval of policy items 1B4A through 1B4J. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Can I just say what a joy it is among the many things that we do to recognize these outstanding faculty members, anybody who's read the records and the comments from their peers. We're very proud of our faculty, and these are clearly among the very best, so just want to.
Thank you, Chancellor. So we will now put this to a vote. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed or abstentions? The item passes. Policy item 1B5A is a resolution to approve the Faculty Personnel Matters Report of the Education Policy Committee. Again, University Provost.
Thank you. The information contained in the Faculty Personnel Matters Report includes appointments and reappointments with tenure and fellowship leaves. Faculty are evaluated and reappointed on a systematic basis through a highly rigorous process involving local governance, as well as approval of the institution's chief academic officer and president, with the goal of awarding tenure to retain superior faculty. Fellowship leave is granted to faculty to conduct research, improve their teaching, or produce creative work as part of the nationally recognized responsibilities of the professoriate. The June Faculty Personnel Matters Report of the Education Policy Committee was generated from faculty data entered into CUNY First, the university's system of record, between March 24, 2025 and April 28, 2025.
Okay, so I will move the approval of policy item 1B5A. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed or abstentions? That item passes. Policy item 1B5B is a resolution to approve the actions in the Curriculum and Academic Policy Dashboard Report. Alberto?
Routine academic matters, local academic policies, and course inclusions in the university's general education program are presented to the Committee on Education Policy in summary format generated from an online dashboard. Highlights from this month's dashboard include the classification of 15 new general education courses, 20 program actions, and 6 revised undergraduate policies.
Okay, I'll move the approval of policy item 1B5B. Do I have a second? Any discussion? Let's vote. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed or abstention? That item passes. Policy item 1B6A is a resolution to approve the participation of the Grove School of Engineering at the City College of New York in the Inter-University Engineering Doctoral Consortium. I'll again call on EDC on that.
The Grove School of Engineering at the City College awards the Doctor of Philosophy in Biomedical Engineering, Civil Engineering, Chemical Engineering, Electrical Engineering, and Mechanical Engineering. City College is the only CUNY school that offers doctoral degrees in engineering. In May 2023, the City College entered into the Inter-University Engineering Doctoral Consortium, or IUEDC, with the engineering schools of New York University, New York Institute of Technology, Rutgers University, Columbia University, Cornell University, Princeton University, and Stevens Institute of Technology. Recognizing that CCNY was unaware that participation in the consortium required Board of Trustees approval, the college is now seeking approval to proceed with this participation. Doctoral students in good standing and beyond their first year of study at each of the institutions within the IUEDC have the opportunity to take classes at another consortium institution as a complement to their program and course of study at their home institution. The IUEDC agreement requires students to pay tuition and fees at their home college, and the host institution will waive all tuition and fees other than material fees. Also under the agreement, participating students are entitled to graduate student library privileges at the host institution during the semester they are registered. Participation in the IUEDC will benefit CCNY doctoral engineering students by increasing the number of high-quality graduate courses that they may take at multiple institutions for the cost of City College tuition. Participation in the IUEDC will increase the potential for interinstitutional research collaborations, strengthen the Grove School's ability to recruit strong applicants to its doctoral programs, as well as faculty positions, and lead to increased opportunities for CCNY doctoral students to obtain faculty positions at one of the consortium schools post-graduation. Provost List is available to respond to any questions the committee might have about this item.
I move the approval of policy item 1B6A. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Yes.
Yeah, quick question. So since it was in,
Maybe
Wait 1 second.
Afternoon.
Just quick question. So since it was entered, well, it started in 2023. Has it been working out, like the entire program?
So no students have actually.
Or no students have
participated.
actually participated? Okay, so the agreement was just done in 2023, but you're waiting on the approval.
Correct.
Okay.
You're waiting on this approval for it to go in action, and get it,
This approval and
To activate it.
and the Finance and Administration Committee for the fee waiver.
Oh, okay.
just my humble view, I think it's an outstanding opportunity. I think this is a
So
great,
just to be clear.
great win for-
We went in 2023 as part of this consortium, but it wasn't offered to students because it didn't go through this process? Or it has been offered to students?
Correct. We have checks and balances, and so our bursar caught the fact that it was not approved.
So we couldn't host any students
So we
here,
couldn't
and
host
our
any
students
students
couldn't
in
go
our
there?
student, correct.
it's a shame. It's a big win for CUNY. And I don't know what happened, what transpired, why it wasn't activated. I mean, I understand what you said in terms of bursar and paying and whatever. But I think it's like a phenomenal opportunity for CUNY students.
And will, hopefully now that we have this approval, that you will be pushing this out as a real opportunity for our engineering
Absolutely, yeah,
students?
it's a great opportunity for the students.
Yes.
Okay, are there any other questions?
Also get CUNY, I'm sorry. Did you want to speak?
No, go ahead.
Also an opportunity for CUNY to be better known with those other institutions for the type of schools that we have, what we can offer them. And this is a win-win. It's terrific.
I had a related question. I understand that we were not offering our students the opportunity, but since we were part of the consortium, do you have a sense of like what the interest was for any of the students of the other institutes to participate in any CUNY classes? Have you gotten any requests?
I don't.
Okay.
And question, do you have a target number of students that you start with to see how it works out?
Incoming or outgoing?
No, incoming to be a part of this program.
I mean,
Like
incoming will-
once it's passed, like do you have like a target?
We don't have a target. I mean, well, my guess is that we'll see students from Columbia because they're our neighbor. Princeton, probably very few.
But it's a great program, so just that.
Okay.
But if it's not known, that's
It
gonna
doesn't make sense.
The next big move is to have it out there and people to know about it, from CUNY people to know about it at least, and to generate interest. Easy to say, but something needs to be done.
Okay, so we'll now vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed or abstentions? That item passes. Thank you.
Thank you.
With no more items on the policy calendar, I now call on Interim Executive Vice Chancellor and University Provost Alicia Alvaro to present the information item on the agenda.
We are presenting information item 2A, a resolution to approve the waiver of tuition and fees for students enrolled at City College as part of the Inter-University Engineering Doctoral Consortium. This resolution, which was approved by the Finance and Administration Committee earlier today, relates to approving the fiscal components of implementing the consortium agreement. To reiterate a few points from the consortium participation resolution this committee just considered. The Grove School of Engineering became a member of the IUEDC in May 2023. The IUEDC agreement requires students to pay tuition and fees at their home college, and the host institution will waive all tuition and fees other than material fees. Full participation in the consortium with benefits for City College doctoral students interinstitutional research collaborations, and faculty recruitment necessitates the waiver of tuition and fees, except material fees at the host college for visiting consortium students as outlined in the consortium agreement terms and as requested in the Finance and Administration resolution. The current agreement will be revisited in 10 years by the consortium members and modified where appropriate. Again, if there are any questions about this information item, Provost List would be happy to address them.
Any questions? All right, thank you. With no more items on the agenda, I move to adjourn this meeting. Do I have a second? Thank you. Meeting is adjourned.
All right.